I think it's so awesome for Supreme to support those OG brand heads this week. How so? Supreme started in the mid-90s, right? Yeah. So that means most of the OGs are probably in their late 30s to early 40s. Okay. Exactly. So they're giving those people what they want this week, which is one place to put their pills and one place to put their leftovers.
I feel like I'm chosen. I'm covered in gold.
Welcome back, friends, to another edition of Fauntleroy's Finest, and today we're going to talk about Supreme's Week 10. This might be the best week since they released those dunks.
Really?
Obviously, we're getting this Stone Island collection. A lot of this stuff is going to have high retail prices. As far as Stone Island goes, a lot of this stuff is at a heavy discount.
Would it make you feel better to strike me?
We're getting the Pyrex bowls. We're getting you middle-aged hype beasts a place to put your back pills. But most tantalizing of all, we're getting the Supreme leather bags this week. We're gonna get into that and everything else, but before I do, I wanna make sure that you guys are members of the Discord. Obviously, we got Larry tossing out links to everything that's dropping throughout the week. Manny lists off all the good shoes that are coming out. The New Wave Lee helps out with stock numbers and raffles. And we got the brand new ACO channel. That's right, the Fauntleroy's Finest Discord has botters at your service. ACO isn't always free, but access to the Discord is. We had a ton of success with this FTP shock drop, the Scream tee, everybody but Colin anyways. So if you missed out on that tee, you probably weren't a member of the Finest Discord. And you know what? Subscribe to the channel, like the video. I mean, what else you got to do? Alright, enough about that crap. Let's get into the video.
It's about damn time.
Alright, there are a bunch of items. I'm really late to making this video already, so I'm gonna go pretty damn fast. So things like this walkie-talkie shirt, I'm just gonna jump right over. Next up, we have the Stone Island 5-pocket jean. I guess that's code for jeans. I think this colorway is cool. They're really expensive though. I don't think there's any resale in them, but you know, that's a cool looking pair of jeans. Next up, we have this Stone Island leather bomber jacket. Again, super cool jacket. Nothing crazy, like nothing out there, but it is a really nice piece. It's $2,500 though. Next up, blue striped beanie. It's not the most expensive beanie this week, so that's good. Speaking of the most expensive beanie this week, the Stone Island reflective beanie. It's $178 for a beanie. I mean, it's kind of plain. Paying an awful lot for the reflective beanie. That's probably what the pants were all about. The white ones are probably reflective like this.
Check out the big brain on Brad.
That doesn't really make me want to pay $178 for a beanie though, so yeah. We got the Stone Island reversible puffer jacket. I think this is a pretty cool jacket, to be fair. Yeah, it's like $1,000. That sucks. I wouldn't want to pay $1,000 for this puffer, but I do kind of like the two sides of it. I like how they contrast. One of them is a little more subtle, the other one has a neat little print on it. I really can't see this being worth buying to resell, so another strictly personal, but it is cool.
This is really cool.
Next up, some $300 sweatpants. What in the hell are you thinking? Next up, some cinch pants. There you go. These are a $148. Just buy these. Don't buy $300 sweatpants. I'm still on it. You could literally buy 5 of these short sleeve pocket tees for the price of one of those $300 sweatpants. Don't do it!
Let's go smoke weed about it right now.
Next up, the Stone Island camp cap. Now, I actually think this is probably going to be the most profitable item from the group. They did up the price about $10 from the last collab. Those hats were going for around $120 and above pretty early on. I personally kind of like these ones a little bit better, but I think they're probably going to be in the same boat. So that means after fees and everything, you really aren't going to be making too much money if you sell this hat for $120, which is a good price to sell a hat for. But I am a fan of the Stone Island hats that Supreme has made. I do think that these will sell out pretty quickly. They make really, really good personals, and if I do pick up a hat, it will be one of these.
He likes it!
Next up, the Stone Island long sleeve top. I'm not a really big fan of this long sleeve. Supreme has made better ones this season, and none of those were $188. Next up, the Stone Island Twill 6 panel. I'm not really a fan of these either. They do also have that reflective stuff on it, and for some reason they didn't want to charge premium on the hats like they did on the beanies.
Ah, sweet!
I guess that's good for hats, but for me, the camp caps are the better hats of this collection. But Supreme Community disagrees, so maybe you do too. Next up, we have the slant beanie. I think any of these beanies are fine if you need to make a cart to get up to that $200 threshold for free shipping. This is a decent one though, nice big spell out, pretty good colors. The maroon, the green, the black, I don't think you can really go wrong if you need some free shipping fodder. Next up, we have the Supreme Stone Island cardigan. I really think this is nice. I'm liking this cardigan a whole lot. I really wish that it wasn't $500. That makes me want to kick myself in the dick. Maybe even twice. I don't know why. Maybe that'll make the price change. Probably won't, but it feels better than looking at that price. Really cool piece. I actually expect this to sell out even with that price point, but I'm not sure. That could actually keep people away from it.
Look how gaily we run!
Next up, we have the Stone Island denim trucker jacket. It seems like that reflective fabric is kind of part of the whole collaboration in general. Again, I have absolutely nothing wrong with the jacket. I think it's a neat jacket. Looks fine to me. Almost a $700 jacket though. It's denim. It's made out of denim. I don't know where that denim came from. Is it like from one of those whales in Avatar? Like they had to suck the brain out of it or whatever they did there to get the happy juice that makes you live forever. Is that what this is made out of?
I find that unlikely.
Next up, the Stone Island short sleeve top. I mean, come on, guys. Can you give us a fucking break here, guys? $168. If it was like $80, I'd probably still be mad about it, but I'd be thinking about not buying it. And right now, I'm just like, really? Like, where are you guys living right now? Oh, no, I know where you're living. Stone Island.
Got him!
And here's the sweatshirt that goes along with the shirt. Again, cool pattern. This hoodie is almost $400. I like spider webs. This Palace one I like better. And it wasn't $400. See, these guys gave me the spider, not just the webs. All right, here we go. Some of my favorite items from the week. First up, these large leather duffel bags. These are really, really big bags. These are 65 liters, I think is what it said.
That's a huge bitch!
That's the same as some of the oversized duffel bags that they sold, I think earlier in the season or last season, whenever it was. Now, these are $500. I do expect most of these leather bags to sell out. I don't remember the last time they made leather bags, if they had before, and usually they use pretty nice leather when they make leather goods, so I expect these to be good bags. But again, if you want any of these bags, I would say go get them on drop time. If not, you might have to be paying resale for it, which for this means more than $500.
Not for me, mate.
Next up, we have the leather waist bag. I think this is a pretty good pickup this week. Not the best pickup, but one of the better pickups for sure. I think that the smaller price point leather bags are going to be the best items to go after this week, this being one of them. I wish it was a little cheaper than $128, but I expect these to be the second bags to sell out on Thursday. I think with any of these bags, black is probably the one to go after first, but I still think red is a decent pickup as well. If all things work out for these bags, I could easily see them getting into the 200s.
I like to make money. All right.
There is a chance you might have to hold on to these for a while, but I expect all of the cheaper leather items to sell out pretty quickly. Next up, Japan's favorite crew neck of the year, the NYC crew neck. Not sure why this is voted up so high. It's $148. They added $10 since the last time I paid attention to a crew neck. Thanks a lot, Supreme. And for my Japanese friends out there, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
Next up, we have the leather backpack. I think this one is on the edge for me. It's $300. That's a pretty high price point for a bag, but not that high for a really nice designer bag. I believe these are actually a little cheaper than those Palace leather bags that came out a few weeks back. Not even gonna look those up, just I'm thinking that those were more expensive. I do wish these were maybe $50, $60 cheaper than what they are, but with the $300 price point, I don't know if it's really that worth it to buy it for reselling. I think you're probably gonna have to hold on to these for a little bit. But again, I do expect these backpacks to sell out. The large duffel bags, maybe not. But the leather waist bags, these backpacks, I'm pretty sure that those things will sell out. So again, if you want it, I think this is going to be your cheapest opportunity to pick one of these up, but at the same time, I'd say buying them for resale is maybe just a little bit risky, especially since it's such a high retail just to buy it.
I need some money.
Same thing goes for this leather duffel bag. I think people are going to want this duffel bag. I would be very surprised if it didn't sell out as well. I just kind of think that that $328 price point is maybe a little bit too high for it to make some money in resale. But duffel bags are always really popular. This is the statement you make walking down the airplane aisle. I don't think people are gonna have a problem dropping $400 to $500 on something like this. But maybe those people are gonna drop $400 to $500 on a better designer brand. So that's the risk that you have when you're trying to buy something like this for resale. Again, I think this duffel bag is super cool. I think they'll sell out. So if you want to get any of these bags, pick them up right away.
Now I'm a homeless person.
Supreme is bringing the middle-aged hype beast a pill case that he's been wanting for so very long. You can put your vitamins in there, your probiotics, back medicine, I don't know. I actually think this is pretty cool. I'd like to pick one of these up as well. I have an FTP one. I think I need to get the Supreme one to go along with it. I like the fact that it's waterproof. $32, not too expensive. I don't really see these selling out though. You probably don't have to go after these right away. It's kind of just one of those silly little tchotchkes, but because it's a cheap price point, maybe they do sell out fast. Maybe all these kids today are taking probiotics and vitamins like they should, and they all want their own little waterproof pill case. I don't know why you need a waterproof pill case. Are you swimming with your pills? Are you taking showers with them? I'm thinking about it right now. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But the first thing I'm gonna do if I get one is fill it with pills and jump in a pool.
Cannonball!
Next up, this is my favorite item of the week. This is the item I think is the one to go after if you're reselling crap this week. The leather shoulder bag. Oh, yes sir. It's like butter. Look at it. It's so nice. That is such a nice bag with an even nicer price point. $98. I thought this was gonna be like $150, maybe $200. I mean, look at the price points of every other bag here. They made the coolest one the cheapest one. This thing is going to fly. This is a great item to go into the ACO channel and ask Mr. ACO man himself to run for you, because it's going to be hard sledding to pick one of these up. I'm definitely going to be trying to grab one of these in the live cop. I think I'm going to go after the black one. It's the most wearable and usable one. I think that the red one looks good too.
Thank you.
I think these and the waist bags are going to end up selling for about the same amount of money, potentially somewhere around that $200 price point. And because these are like $30 cheaper, I just feel like these are the one to go after this week. I think a short hold will double your money on these, especially the black colorway. And the number one item this week, these Supreme Pyrex bowls. These are a set of 3 bowls, 2 cup, 4 cup, 7 cup. That's not really big. $60 for this set is kind of expensive as well. I think Manny showed us they had like a 12-piece set for $30. But you know what, Manny? Those didn't say Supreme. I actually think for a Supreme accessory, $60 is very reasonable. I was really assuming they were going to put these at like a $100 price point because you're getting 3 of them. But they didn't. They did it at $60, so only like double retail.
Huh?
It's hard for me to say that these will do good as far as reselling goes, because the last few items like this just haven't done very well. A lot of the cookware, a lot of the pots, the pans, most of it isn't doing very well, and the only stuff that is was just really, really rare. So do I need a set of these? Yeah, of course I do. But do I think that they're gonna flip? No. No, I don't.
Why not? Come on in.
Well, there you go, folks. Week 10 of Supreme. You guys gonna go for anything from that Stone Island collaboration?
No.
Do you want some Pyrex bowls? Who's gonna go after some leather bags?
It'll most likely be me.
Let me know in the comments down below what you're gonna go after. I'm definitely gonna go after a shoulder bag, maybe that pill case, potentially one of those Stone Island camp caps if all goes wrong, and I will do a live cop this Thursday. I don't care what anybody says.
I hate it. I'm out.
Thank you guys for watching. Good luck this week. I hope you can get whatever you need. And if this video did not give you the fill of Fauntleroy that you need in your life today, well, then you should check out these videos right here.
Where my comrades? What the fucking felons? What my dog said?